Yo, what is going on, everybody? Ryan Bridge back for a brand new 2K rebuild. This time we are rebuilding the freshest, or I guess the oldest team at this point to get eliminated. As at the time of recording, every team in the first round has been eliminated. Team games are starting for the second round now. The Celtics just beat the Sixers at the time of recording this. That doesn't mean that's when this is going up. Hopefully, I can get this up tomorrow though. So as far as this team goes, obviously we are rebuilding the Miami Heat, who lost to the Philadelphia 76ers in 5 games. Actually, I think a lot of people thought this series would be more games, but regardless, this was probably the most entertaining 5 game series you could ever ask for. There was just it was just such a good series. Both teams really battled, but nevertheless, this is the team we are working with: Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic, Dion Waiters, Josh Richardson, James Johnson, Kelly Olynyk, Tyler Johnson, Bam Adebayo, who is up to an 80 because I put him in the G League, but of course the morale is lowering it to a 76, but that's fine for now. And Justice Winslow, all the players we have under contract, so that I'm pretty sure that like negates all our salary cap unless I start making some moves. Um, which I will definitely do. I'm gonna make some moves. I'm not really sure who I'm going to bring back and who I'm going to trade, so you're just going to have to stay tuned for that. First thing we're going to do is check out the staff, but I do want to keep... Oh my god, he is not that... Wow. In real life, to make this very clear, I would not do this. And this is going to be kept mostly realistic. This is the only thing I kind of really have to change because he was just... You can't just have a D offense with offensive head coach because I'm pretty sure this all does factor in. So we're just gonna sign an unreal or a not real head coach just because I was trying to keep this realistic. I wasn't even expecting to fire Spoelstra, to be honest. So sign him and I will move away from that because Spoelstra is one of the better coaches in a league. That was disrespect what they did to him there. We are at the NBA draft, but we do not have any picks. But we can find some trade partners. So I will come back to you guys when I have made some trades or have found some guys to trade away for some good pieces. Alright, guys. So we just made a trade. We sent Hassan Whiteside, Tyler Johnson, and Kelly Olynyk to the Chicago Bulls for Chris Dunn, Denzel Valentine, and a future second round pick. Here are all the guys currently under contract, technically, I guess. Bam Adebayo probably will start at center next year. Haslam's still on roster. McKee. We definitely need to upgrade the power forward position. Small forward is good. In fact, I might just kick one of these guys out to power forward. If any of them really have the height, which I don't really know if they do. 6'8". I guess James Johnson might be able to move over to power forward. So let's just check out qualifying offers. We have none of those. Monatorium period. How much cap space do we have? We have $12 million. Is there any way we could clear up any more money? Dragic, Waiters coming off an injury, don't think we'll be able to move him. Richardson, we're not going to move him. James Johnson, maybe we could get something for him. I think he's more of a trade deadline kind of guy. You trade him to a team that's competing, but I mean, we could check out the offers real quick if there's anything really enticing. Like the Cavs, that would make sense, but I'm not taking on Timothy Mozgov. The Jazz want him for Jay Crowder. I would honestly take a decent power forward. The Lakers, who I don't know why they signed Isaiah Thomas to a $15 million contract for the next 3 seasons. I don't know why they think they can get a second round pick out of us for taking on that horrible contract. Tristan Thompson, only a 77 overall. He actually played really well in that closeout game against the Pacers, but nothing for him. So we'll just look for power forward to kind of fill in where we need. 12 million is all we can afford. Oh, wait. I forgot we have cap holds that we can kind of let go of. See if we can bring back Rondo, maybe for the mid-level exception. I'd definitely like to bring Dwayne Wade back if he's not going to retire. And We'll move over to the power forward spot. I guess we could offer it to Jabari Parker. I think he might be from Chicago, and that might be interesting to see. So Dwayne Wade does want to re-sign with us, and we have to let go of all these cap holds immediately, which puts us all the way up to $30 million. And brings us back down to 28 with the signing. And Jabari Parker does go back to the Bucks, and Rondo goes to the Spurs. That's a good pickup for the Spurs. Playoff Rondo is real. So we do bring back Dwayne Wade. Avery Bradley. That's a little too expensive for Bradley. I was willing to pay that for Parker because of how young he is and the potential he brings. He stretches the floor. This might be a year where we just bring in like a stopgap until next season. To be honest, I don't really see a lot of guys here that. I mean, Aaron Gordon, but he's probably gonna just go back. Randall, I'm not gonna pay the big money to Randall like that, especially because he's more of a center anyway, or he has more center abilities, while Gordon's more athletic. And that's Cantor, not really worth $27 million. Paul George, I could throw the money at him, but it wouldn't be realistic even if he did sign with us. Center, we have Bam. It might be a good idea to bring in a backup, but we don't need a starting caliber center. If you bring back Wayne Ellington on the minimum, I would be fine with that. Hazonia wants $12 million. That's crazy. Nerlens Noel might be able to play backup power forward. I give him a 1-year deal, though. So we can bring in Wayne Ellington. We bring in Nerlens Noel, and now we still have $12 million. Aaron Gordon does go back to the Magic. Who are some guys I wouldn't mind bringing in? TJ McConnell. I don't know what our point guard position is looking at, so I will hold off on that. In fact, I'll just offer him a minimum contract. See, and then I can look at the point guard situation on the team. Lance Stevenson, free agent. Monte Ellis, whatever you want to call him. Omer Caspi, Swaggy P, Kevin Knox. Why is he a free agent? I'll offer to Kevin Knox just because, I mean, he could be a good, just straight up pickup for us. I wonder why he's even available. Jeremy Grant from the OKC Thunder. We can reunite the Grant brother. Oh no! Why do I keep thinking we're the Bulls? I was just like completely spaced out for like a couple minutes thinking we were the Bulls. I'm sorry about that. Obviously the Heat got completely thrown off there for a second. All right, moving on. At point guard, we might be good. I just want to check I think it's Chris Dunn and Goran Dragic, and I don't think they're really going anywhere. So I feel like it would be pointless to bring in TJ McConnell. And our small forward position is pretty stacked right now, but I gotta bring in Kevin Knox just because, I mean, how can you resist signing he had to be a first round pick. Like, where did he get? He couldn't have went undrafted. I can't believe that he would go undrafted. All right, anyway, and we'll bring in Jeremy Grant. So that's pretty much the end of our free agency. I mean, I can't see a reason for us to want to bring in anybody else. So looking at the full roster that we will be going into the year with: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, we have Grant, and we're going to end up moving one of these guys over. So I think, yeah, that's going to be it for this season. I'm not going to try and make any more splashy type moves. So I will see you guys at the beginning of next season. Alright guys, so here's the rotation I'm running with. Chris Dunn at the point guard, Dion Waiters at shooting guard, Justice Winslow at small forward, Nerlens Noel will be starting at power forward even though we left him as a center. Bam Adebayo will be starting at center. Hopefully his morale just starts to go back up quickly. Off the bench, 6-man Goran Dragic, Josh Richardson, James Johnson as a power forward, Denzel Valentine, Jeremy Grant, and Dwayne Wade Then we got Wayne Ellington and Kevin Knox as our 12th and 13th guys. Not seeing any PT at the moment. So I'm going to simulate all the way to the trade deadline. And I'll tell you how it goes. Alright, so here we are at the end of the season. MVP Steph Curry. Michael Porter Jr. wins the Rookie of the Year with the Chicago Bulls. Greg Monroe wins 6th Man of the Year. Andre Drummond, Defensive Player. Most Improved, Scalabus here. Always got to check on this bullshit. How improved does he really? 2 points better, 1 rebound better, 1 assist better. I guess, and his shooting is way down. I'm sure, whatever. Okay, that doesn't look very improved to me. Any Heat players on any of the All-NBA teams, it does not appear to be so. No Russell Westbrook. Maybe he got injured. That's different. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. No, there he is. How many games did he play? He played in all 82 games and he didn't make an All-NBA team. That's surprising. 22 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. Shooting over 50% from the field and 37 from 3. How did this man not make... I'm sorry. 24, 2, and 8 on worst field percentage. Better 3, though. D'Angelo, less points, less rebounds, less assists. Worst field goal percentage. A little bit better 3. How did Russell make it? Wow. Wall, pretty much less at everything. His field percentage was the same. Less points and rebounds. Steph, little bit. I could see how Steph made it over him. And Harden, yeah, because he was more efficient. And he was pretty much even with him because he had more points. A little less rebounds, though. But everybody else, I think Westbrook could have made it over. Either way, regardless. The Heat, we didn't have any rookies, so... But we did make the playoffs. We are the 5th seed. And this is the calm before the storm, so I was pretty shocked at how successful we really were this year. Looking at the full conference standings, we finished with the same exact record as the 4 seed, the Cleveland Cavs. So, I mean, a little jump and we could be the best team in the league. We were only 7 games behind the number 1 seed. League leaders, we already kind of got a little sneak peek of that. Points per game, this is the first time I've seen this, and I'm already shocked. Dion Waiters led our team with 13.5 points per game, 2 rebounds, 2.5 assists, nearly 1 steal, shooting 47% from the field, 36 from 3. Dion Waiters, okay, Goran Dragic coming off the bench, 12 points, 3 rebounds, nearly 5 assists, shooting 47 from the field, 38 from 3. Josh Richardson with 10 points. I believe he was coming off the bench as well. Yes, he was because... actually, let me check something real quick. Where are the games played? I want to see if there's anybody who missed a significant amount of time. Games played... Grant only ended up playing in 22 games. That's weird. Nobody else seemed to have any problems. Nevertheless, alright, let's go back. Plus minuses. So, Waiters, Dragic, and Richardson all had a negative plus minus. Chris Dunn had positive. Johnson had minus. Valentine, Nerlens Noel, Wayne Ellington, Bam Adebayo, Dwayne Wade, Justice Winslow all seem to have a positive effect on the team. Justice Winslow, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 47% from the field, 37 from 3, averaging 1-3 a game too. D Wade averaged 7.5, 2 and 2. Bam averaged 8 and 7. Hopefully he could step it up a little next year. He's up to an 82 overall. Wayne Ellington, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Nerlens Noel, 9.5 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Denzel Valentine, 10 points. Johnson, 10 points. Chris Dunn, 10 points. Chris Dunn also 3.5 and 5.5 with 2 steals. 5.5 rebounds and 3 assists for Johnson. Valentine with 4 and 4 pretty much. We had very efficient shooters. Nobody shot under 30% that really played. Nobody even shot under 40. 43 was the lowest, and that was by Wayne Ellington, who was only putting up 6 shots a game. And from the three-point line, a lot of the guys who usually shoot threes were shooting pretty well. Even Justice Winslow's up to a 37%. That's pretty good. Wade shooting less than 35 is probably one of the worst you'll see. Johnson, 29, though. Don't like to see that, especially because he's playing power forward. We have to stretch the floor a little bit. 40%, though, for Denzel Valentine. Maybe a breakout year for him. Chris Dunn up to a 36. 40 for Richardson. 38 for Dragic. Waiters at a 36. And other than that, Kevin Love, we might have trouble defending him on the outside a little bit. But, I don't know. It's going to be a tough series. We probably lose the series. Wow, we won game 1 though by 3. They take game 2 by a lot. Game 3, we win. Okay, can we keep the momentum going? We are up 3. Wow. Whew. Oh my God, 75 to 107. This is the definition of team basketball. Just look at it. I mean, 12 there's not much I can even say here. We're just getting it done. LeBron, 7 for 20. I mean, this team is not the worst in the world. I think it's actually just as good, if not better, than the current team that he just carried past the Pacers. To be quite honest, Kevin Love actually playing like a number 2 option. Clarkson, he's a fine point guard. They also have Trae Young, who can really shoot the ball, but he is a rookie and he is struggling. But then again, so is everybody from 3. They shot 4 for 24 from 3, while we shot 7 of 15. We didn't really even have to take that many 3-pointers. It's definitely not the best Cavs team he could have, but it's not that bad. It's just, oh, stop. I didn't mean to simulate current round, but, so they do take the next game. Let's see if we can close them out. In 6 games, we just took out LeBron in the first round. And now we have to play the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, excuse me. Kyrie and the Celtics got bounced in round number 1. Wow. And Kyrie and Gordon Hayward were both playing. No excuses. They just got bounced. So now we're playing the 76ers. We kind of know this team. Other than some new additions, which I'm already looking at. So Markelle Fultz, they replaced J.J. Redick with Tyreek Evans, Rocco, Ben Simmons, Joel the Process Embiid. Off the bench, they got Chris Bosh, Dario Saric, Rashawn Holmes, DJ Augustine, Miles Bridges, Justin Anderson, Joakim Noah, TLC, Lonnie Walker, Furkan Korkmaz. This is going to be a tough series. Tough series for us. Let's see. We beat LeBron. Can we beat the process? We win game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3 in Miami. We take game 4 by 1 point. Wayne Ellington went off for 23. Holy God. And Jeremy Grant still not. Okay. I guess it was a good thing that they switched in Ellington, but I don't know why. Like, that's just weird to me. They just do whatever they feel like. What's the point of even setting up a rotation ever? And he got the most minutes out of everybody except for Johnson. That's weird. Just a weird rotation. Alright, nevertheless, we're up 3-1 on the number 1 seed. Alright, they take the next game. That was game 5. And they took that by a lot. But now we're back in Miami to close out the series. Let's go. So Golden State versus Houston on the other side. Not really too much of a surprise at all. And then you got the Washington Wizards with Thomas. Oh my God. John Wall is injured. What is his He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. This was, I don't know how long ago this was. How much longer is he out for? Does it say? He's out for 1 to 2 weeks, so he's probably out for the majority of this series. So it's gonna be Thomas Satoransky, Bradley Beal. So they probably have the best player overall. I wish this would just leave our lineup, and I think my lineup is so much better. Regardless, Otto Porter. So they probably have a more talented starting five just because of the combination of Beal and Porter. But Gortat matched with Adebayo, Markieff Morris, and James Johnson. Then once you go to the bench, they have Kelly Oubre, Mohamed Bamba, Marvin Williams, Zaza, Pat Connaughton. I mean, their bench is it's okay. And then you compare it to our bench, especially when they switch it to the bench that they really want, which is Winslow, Wade, Valentine, Waiters, Noel, Dunn. I mean, that's a scary bench. So we're going to simulate game 1, and they win. Okay. Game 2. Okay, they're up 2-0. I'm going to mess with this rotation a little bit, because I don't like the fact that the computer keeps messing with it anyway, because James Johnson, I just don't think he should be getting all that time. I'd rather have Noel and Adebayo get those minutes. Waiters up to 29. Ellington was pretty much balling out for us so far. Power forward. Grant is a pretty good defender. It might be a good idea to get him in the game at least a little bit. So, Ellington, sorry, you're going to have to take the L again on that. Back in Miami, it's a must-win game now, and we do win by 5. We got to tie this series up. Cannot go down. We went down 3-1. I really don't. I think this Wizards team is probably the worst team we've played so far, to be honest. I don't really know what's going on. Really just not a lot of guys stepping up, to be honest. Adebayo couldn't really score the ball. Richards, I mean, nobody's even taking as many shots as I'd hope. I just want somebody. All right, maybe if because I didn't all year set some scoring options. Maybe if I just gave these guys a little nudge, like, hey, listen, it's alright for you guys to just go out there and shoot at will. Let's see if we can take this game. Game 5, we're back in Washington. It's going to be a tough one to win, but it's a win-or-go-home situation. And we have been eliminated in 5 games by the worst team we've played, in my opinion. The Sixers were definitely much better, and the Cavs were, I think, a little better because they have LeBron, so. And it's the Warriors. This should be a 4-game sweep, but knowing 2K, it will not be. Yeah, it was a 5-game series. Kevin Durant wins. I didn't expect us to even go that far. I expected us to lose in the first round, to be honest, anyway. But now, it seems like it is. The Bulls want to give us back Tyler Johnson. I will take a strong pass on that, though. So, Dallas, they want John. Thank you. Rookie signings. He's only a 69. I mean, it's whatever. I'll send him to the G League. Obviously, yeah. Goran accepts $20 million player option. Bam, Chris Dunn, Valentine, they're all coming back for another season. Qualifying offers to Bonga and Winslow. I'm not paying them more than that. We still have $29 million to spend. And look at that that unrestricted free agent, Nikola Jokic. Consider the move to Miami. I mean, it don't get much better than Miami. You can do whatever you want in Mile High, but it don't get much better than Miami, my friend. Ask LeBron why he took us down to South Beach. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can't get him. We can't even afford Kemba Walker because he's expecting a ridiculous contract. He wants his repayment for having to deal with the damn Hornets for his whole career. Brogdon, JJ Redick on a $7 million deal. I will offer him that. Rudy Gay coming pretty cheap. Nikola Jokic. Oh my lord. I'm not gonna renounce rights to just Oh no, I have to renounce rights to Justice Winslow and Isaac Bonga. That's bad news. I don't think this would leave us with enough to take in. Okay, so we can get Nikola Jokic and Rudy Gay. Not bad. That's not a bad haul. Let's just get past this monetarium stage at this point, honestly. Um, yeah, we don't have any bird rights. Wayne Ellington. Actually, I was just trying to see his offers. Cavs, Pistons, Suns. Yeah, well, he killed the Cavs, so I'm not really surprised. Now, where is Winslow at? So does it not count our qualifying offer anymore? I guess not. Could offer to get him, try and get him back, but I mean, it's not gonna work. All right, well, we're gonna roll with Nikola here. Honestly, I'm sorry if it comes down to Justice Winslow or Nikola Jokic. I mean, it's a pretty easy decision. Nerlens, he has bounced officially. What are we looking at in terms of? We really don't need much, and we don't have much cap space either. So, in terms of our roster right now, point guard is definitely solidified. Shooting guard is good for now. Um, Small forward, Richardson will get the start. Gay might not have been the most necessary pick, but he's only getting like $3 million a year, so it's not like he's expensive. Plus, he can play the power forward. And now we have Motley. I forgot all about that acquisition. And Adebayo can move over to power forward if we want him to. So maybe I just get a backup center and move Adebayo to power forward. Aaron Baines, 32. I want somebody who's not going to regress, if that's possible. Check Diallo. We could sign him. Sullinger, a little too expensive. So we'll go with Diallo. That's fine with me. See if we can get Diallo onto the squad. Check Diallo. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, New Orleans. You had to kill my mood. So, we'll not get Chuck Diallo. God damn, why is Papianis expecting $17 million? Who died and told this man he was going to get $17 million? Alright, we'll just scoop up Aaron Baines for the minimum to be the backup. It's really not that deep. And I really don't think there's anything else we need to do here. Point guard is good. Shooting guard is good. Ronnie Hood. We might get him for a year. Screw it. Why not? See if he wants to come on to the roster. We only have one spot left. And Baines goes to the Warriors. That's awesome. Rodney Hood. Screw it. Come on in. That is it for the free agency. I will see you guys next season.